today. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
So here come the Chiefs for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a 6-time Pro Bowler now in his 9th NFL season. It's Russell Wilson.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there in that scramble.
Open down the middle of the field. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And a first down, Chiefs.
Now Wilson on first down. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Russell Wilson with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive.
Leading them out, the reigning MVP of the National Football League in his 3rd season now from Louisville. It's Lamar Jackson.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
They're hoping to get rid of that interception bug. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Number 26.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. 8 catches, 86 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Kansas City.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
On the carry.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, and it's 3rd down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. That's complete to Slayton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Brought down by
from the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 18.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Kansas City.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. And that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range, so now you don't take any unnecessary risks.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Makes the score Chiefs 10.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it, not quite the ending they were looking for.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary there in the line.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. No adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And 5.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
1st and 10.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
That's so, Marty. You know, when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Chiefs' 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Here's a screen to Powell. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
To Adrian Peterson.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The man is Godwin. It's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Now Jackson on 1st down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Akeem Talib. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
A big pickup of 38.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
A throw complete to Dorsett. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Complete to Philip Dorsett.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. It's caught inside the 25. Kansas City touchdown. Darius Slayton, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tucker set to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
25-yard line.
Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
So far, he has one touchdown, one interception. He'll be looking for that second touchdown now. A good pickup there, 22.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end and went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw again is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson on first down. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald.
Jackson's pass.
3 yards the gain there, second down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans. Number 2, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
From the gun, Jackson. It is caught at the 7-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Jackson. It is caught, and the record is his. It's a touchdown.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
On the return, it's Alex Erickson.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Alex Erickson on the return.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down.
29-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando where All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. His feet, what he's been able to do individually running the ball, it's kind of kept him in this game.
No doubt about it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? And now look at him go! The 30, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Jordan Howard, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Adam Vinatieri set to kick off.
And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, and no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return.
First and 10.
And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Jackson forced out to his left. The targeting Godwin once more, this time complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36. 22 yards there, a first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass, and everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have, I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged the clock.
He is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
This will make it into the end zone. And no return for Erickson out to the 25-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
Brought down by Trey.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Chiefs.
On the delay, Jones. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Going right side, he finds Slayton. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Boston. It's a gain of 3. First down, Kansas City.
They'll run it with Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on 1st down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score, but you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson, his pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 19-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good.
The kick is...
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
The score is Saints 28, Chiefs 20.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Howard. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Howard, the ball carrier. The tackle made by Rodney McLeod. 4 yards on the pickup.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. The give to Peterson out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, Brendan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time. That's the way they've got to play this, one play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
3-yard pickup.
The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Wilson. Got a man, Slayton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson will throw again. Complete to Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. This complete to Jones. And out of bounds right around the 20.
To Aaron Jones.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again here. Wilson. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. This is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they have to slide their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
It's caught inside the 5. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Throwing now is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Godwin there to make the grab. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon Gaudin, sir.